All right, how you doing, fight fans? How you doing, YouTube? EJ Boxing live here. New season, Game of Thrones just started. I was expecting more people to come over, but it is what it is. Obviously, it's going to take a while for people to warm up. So Jon Snow does not come back. Well, not for now, anyway. And yeah, it's very interesting. So it starts off with Jon Snow where we left off, where they bloody end up killing him, and he's just left in the snow. Someone comes and finds out that he's there in the snow. So, and that's where we left off, man. But I can tell you this, yeah, a lot of people believe that he's gonna come alive because of the Red Witch, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not too sure about that. And so they find him. They find him to go, and that bloody Sir Alistair thing, he admits it as well. A lot of people are upset. Obviously, there's people loyal to Jon Snow. They're pissed off on that. And it's coming to a head, boy. It's like Davos and the rest of the dudes, they're all wondering what's going to go on with them, what's going to happen with them. And so they're kind of trying to work out what should they do. So they're all bunked up in a place, and that's Alistair thing, whatever his name is. He's outside waiting for them to see what they're going to do. Everyone thinks he's probably going to kill them. And that Ramsay Bolton, that nutter, he's bloody wench has been killed. She's been killed. She was a nasty piece of work, I'll tell you that, mate. And so Ramsay's pissed. And his dad tells him, boy, if he doesn't find Sansa, then his legacy is finished. So he better try. He's going to be on it to try and find Sansa. There's people looking for Sansa and Theon Greyjoy. What's he called again? Reek. And they jumped. Obviously, the last week they jumped from the castle, and so they're just trying to get away from it. It's cold out there, and Theon and Sansa, they're just trying to get away from the guards, and the guards catch them up. And then what happens there is the Night Woman. What's her name again? The bloody the thing. She finally does good. She finally catches up and does something good, which I'm happy about. She finally finds Sansa and declares her loyalty to Sansa. And I was like relieved, man, because Sansa was getting a raw deal last season. He'd been raped and abused and all kinds of bullshit things happened to Sansa. So I was happy for Sansa, that Sansa wasn't going to get terrorized again, man. So I was happy about that. And what else is happening? Yeah, with Sansa, so the loyalty, I want to see more of that, actually, because Ramsay, I don't know what Ramsay's going to do. I don't know how they're going to try and get away from Ramsay. Ramsay will probably still be looking for them, still trying to find them, because obviously he needs to secure his heir with Sansa. I should have behaved himself, treated her a bit better. Then, and that's maybe she wouldn't have run away, but Ramsay's so evil and cruel and wicked. So he gets what he deserves. And Reek as well, just getting treated like shit as well. Man, I'm happy they did go away, but I'm really interested to see what happens next week. To see with Reek and Sansa and the woman Knight, well, see where they go, see what happens if Ramsay catches up with them, because that was pretty good. That was a pretty good scene. I enjoyed that bit. And so what else happened in Game of Thrones, man? Boy, it's the first time I'm back in that, boy, but I can tell you, man, I'm so happy, man. But it's just like, wow, I've got to wait till next week for the next one. It's not enough, man. You know what I mean? I wonder if they got some leak episodes. I'm not too sure if they got some leak episodes. Let me see. People trying to get back to me. Oh, yeah. They'll say, yeah. And Jaime Lannister comes back. And obviously, he's coming back with his dead daughter. They found out that the Sand Snakes has killed her. So Jaime's telling Cersei that the Sand Snakes have killed his daughter. And Jaime, she said she should have listened to Jaime. Well, Jaime told her that. Who's this? 1 minute. Who's messaging me? Somebody messaging me. Who's this? Not watching. What are you watching? Okay, that's European. He'll probably come back later. Going to the gym. So a lot of people are busy around this time. It's all right. They'll probably get some people next week or whatever. Anyway, where was I? Yeah. So Jaime Lannister comes back, tells Cersei Like they killed his daughter. Jaime's telling her like they're gonna get everyone back eventually, and that will probably happen. Hopefully, Sansa. You know, Sansa had a raw deal, but Sansa deserved it. Not Sansa, Cersei. Cersei, she deserved it. She was awful last season. Awful. Just being a right bitch, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people looked at her. She deserved what she got. You know, the walk of shame was hilarious, man. So she deserved it. And so Jaime's telling her they're gonna get back everything and everything's gonna be all right. Well, we'll see about that. You know, we'll see about that. See what happens there. And I'm really interested in that situation that Jaime Lannister and then they get back the Faith Militant. I can't stand the Faith Militant. I can't stand them. I really do dislike the Faith Militant. They got on my nerves, man. They're so freaking upright, like they're better than everyone else. And so that's that bit happened there. Where else we happened then? Shame I got no one else over it to bounce off. But it is what it is. It's what it is. It's gonna be okay. So the Faith Militant come on to what's the name again of the Reach? What's her name again? The one who's married to the king, the leader. What's his name? The Crow, whatever his name is. He comes over. What's he saying to her anyway? Let me see what he's saying. Oh yeah, he's lying to her. The High Sparrow. He's lying to her, boy. It's a confession. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get her to confess to something she ain't done. What exactly has she done? What exactly? I guess she's lying and stuff. So some other stuff she lies. What is this? DStyles. What's DStyles saying? How do I join? Okay, DStyles. 1 minute. 1 minute, DStyles. Come in. Send us the link right now. Send it right now to DStyles. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, 1 second. This DStyles needs to get in there. Well, everyone could just join in. All they have to do is just press start. It's all good. It's all good, baby. Press the link. Okay. Press this link, people, if you want to jump in. Press the link. Okay. DStyles. There you go. There you go, DStyles. You should be able to jump in now. Where's J Dills as well? J Dills should be rearing his head somewhere as well. He's busy. G Dilton's doing something. Alright. So the Sand Snakes, they find out with the king and they kill the king's guard and they kill the king's son. They just out because they knew it was gonna happen anyway. So they were prepared to just wipe out everyone. So basically Sand Snakes are running in Dorne and they control now. King, look at that. They do it. Also, the way the guard went so quickly though. I mean, but the thing is when the Sand Snakes they stab you, they got poison inside their daggers, so you're not exactly gonna be able to survive their onslaught, as it would. And look at she's just there. You can see it coming though. You know, she poisoned. You see it coming. To be honest with you, the way they killed his son as well was cowardly as well, man. Just stabbed him, wicked boy. And then you got Varys and Tyrion walking through in Meereen, talking about what they're gonna do. You know what? When they're in Meereen, when they're in there and they see the woman, she's laying down on her baby. I think it was the bloody dragon who burnt down the bloody, fleet. Because how did the fleet? Or maybe it was the, what's it called? What they called again? Them bloody people with the masks. Probably was them. Where's DStyles? DStyles should be able to in already. Where you at, DStyles? DStyles! Press the link. DStyles ain't done this. He ain't done it for a while, probably. And the thing is, yeah, DStyles and J Dills, they hit me up early as well. Are you gonna do it? Maybe I should have done the advertising from a while. I was trying to call actually Spencer Fearon. See what happens. So Tyrion's there walking around Meereen and just basically surveying what's going on in that. He's trying to work out who the bloody who them people in the mask are. Trying to find out the leader. I wonder who I'm really interested in who's the one organizing. Is that D-Stars?
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. D-Styles, what's going on, my bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. It was just, I'm not sure. I had to restart my computer. I also have some issues there, but I think I'm good now.
Okay, cool, man. Because, like, boy, listen, what episode, man? Yo, give us your take on this first season 6, episode 1.
I kind of like the episode for an opener. I think, I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe they're doing it on purpose, but it's just, I just feel like come on, hurry up. That's how I felt at times, you know?
That's what I feel. I feel like they didn't give me enough. You know what I'm thinking? Some last season, they had some pirate bits uploaded. I was wondering if some people uploaded the 3 episodes already, because it wasn't enough. You need more in it.
Yeah, it felt like they're prolonging it on purpose. That's kind of like how I felt, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Kind of like an evening soap opera. Like it felt like come on, let's get the show on the road. You know, I think the one thing I think they did do kind of quick was a Sansa scene, right?
Oh yeah.
Like they found her, and then what's the name of that big girl? Was
it Brienne? Is it Brienne?
Brienne, something like that.
Brienne of Tarth.
She came and saved her. They kind of like finally she found her. You know, after all these.
I was relieved. I was relieved though. I must admit I was happy about that because Sansa's been getting it. They've been terrorizing her all season. Season 5, Sansa's been having a raw deal, so I was happy about that.
You know, it's time for the Starks to start like getting the upper hand. You know, that's how I'm feeling. I feel like it's long overdue, man.
Hey, listen, the Faith Militant needs to get outed. The Faith Militant. I can't stand the Faith Militant. They're so pompous, man. They need to get outed. And what's they called? What's them people with the mask? The ones in Meereen. The ones with the mask. The ones, the ones they come out and they make. You know what I'm trying to say? The ones they try to kill Daenerys. The ones in the mask. The Harpies. The Harpies,
yeah?
Yeah, they need to get fucked over as well. I can't stay. They need to find out who they're trying to like.
Yeah, I'm annoying the shit out of me too. You know, it's time for them to get out of the way already. You know, but I think they have a purpose right now just because Daenerys is over there, man, with the Dothraki. You know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you're there yet. But like, I thought something terrible was gonna happen to her. You know.
No. From time she could speak that language, she'll be okay. I kind of thought she'd be okay. The moment she was allowed to speak, remember, like Khal Regal, he was like the most powerful one of their set. So he's got mad respect, even though he was dead. So I think she would have been alright on that.
Well, I think you got to think though. Like I wasn't sure. Like I don't know if you got in there yet, but I just felt like the Dothraki are some vicious dudes. You know what I mean? They're like, it's just their way of life. But they do have like their little honorable codes. You know what I mean? I guess that's one of them. Like you don't sleep with the with a widow, of a former Dothraki or whatever.
That's good though. You know what? That's true. They are a bit barbaric, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to say. But the only reason they found out is because she could talk. If she couldn't speak their language, they would have had their way with her. So I thought she was going to be all right. Another thing as well is the dragon, bro. I'm sure the dragon, because I saw in some scenes, the dragon was still following her. The dragon's not far behind, so they need to mind out. I mean, the stuff she was saying to them is right on point. They need to mind out, boy.
Yeah. I was just hoping nothing bad happened to her, you know?
Yeah. I think you're right, though. I think you're right. It was slow. It was very, very slow in terms of what the anticipation. But let's go back to the Jon Snow. Jon Snow, the witch. So at the end of the scene, you see the witch. So basically, all the time it was an old woman. She's an old woman. Is that right? I don't understand that situation. What is that? I don't understand. What is that? And she's old. What did you get from that?
You know what? This is my theory. It's going to take a little bit of explaining, but here's my theory. I honestly believe that Jon Snow is going to be revived. I really do. All right.
Okay.
I thought it would probably be the first episode, but they're prolonging it. They're prolonging it on purpose, you know. So the way I see it is this. I think why she's old there, I don't know. It either means she is old, but she uses magic to look younger, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe she's trying to get old with the magic she's about to perform or something, you know?
That's what I was thinking. She was getting old, so she could give Jon Snow the youth. But I don't think so. I think she was using her magic to make her look young so she can have her way. That's what it seemed like to me, because she just went to bed. And I think she looked in the mirror, that's how she looked. And that's the thing, she's a fake.
But if you think about it, if she uses magic to look young, that's taking away power from her. So she got old again to go to sleep. So for what? What is she planning to use? Like the magic she uses, all that energy she uses to look young, what is she going to use it for? You know, that's what I keep thinking here. And to me, I don't know, maybe I'm way off on this, but I think she's going to revive Jon Snow. Here are some signs I'm seeing that totally tell me he's going to be revived. One, like he's chilling in the table right now. They just have him chilling there.
Yeah.
You know, he's dead, and they just have him chilling in the table.
Yeah.
You know, they're locked up in a room with him. Melisandre, the red woman, she looked very, like, devastated when she saw Jon Snow dead. You know? Yeah. Since when is she devastated that somebody just got killed? She didn't even know Jon Snow. You know, but she looked all devastated. I think she senses something on Jon Snow. I think that there are two prophecies, and they're a similar prophecy, but they're just told differently on both continents, right? And Westeros is the prince that was promised. That's the prophecy. In Essos, which is where Daenerys and all them are right now, it's Azor Ahai, and that's where her religion comes from. You know, and I think she thought it was Stannis. She found out, okay, it definitely isn't Stannis, right? She thought it was definitely. I think now she's thinking it's Jon Snow. I think she's going to revive Jon Snow. Whether that's going to kill her or not, I have no idea. But she's going to use magic to revive Jon Snow. That's what I honestly believe.
That's a good point. Because that makes sense. I could see that happening.
There better be a good reason why they showed us an old naked lady, right? That old. Because I've seen a lot of gruesome shit on Game of Thrones. That's the one time I looked away. Right?
And the thing is, I was thinking to myself the whole time, what's his name again? Oh, what's that guy's name again? What's the king's brother? The one who died, the military leader.
Stannis?
How the fuck, you didn't know this was an old bitch. Like, all the fucking time you're with her, you didn't know it was an old woman.
Well, I mean, if the magic, that's how she looked, you know? Magic's has made her look young. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
This is what I'm telling you, a fraud, She killed the whole of the Stannis' family. Stannis believed in her so much that he killed his. Hey, listen, he didn't believe in it. His family got wiped out because of this woman. So I think she's a fraud in general. I think she's just a fraud, man. But you know what? That could happen. She could use her magic to do that. But I reckon she's just a fraud. She looked in the mirror. That's who she really is. And then she went. I
don't know. I don't know if she's a fraud in this, because she knows magic. I'll say that, right? So it's not. She's not pretending to know magic. She definitely does know magic, right? I think what you mean by fraud is, you know, maybe she's just selling something that isn't true, you know? But I don't know. I think she honestly, in her heart, I think she thought Stannis was the prince that was promised. I think she thought this was Azor Ahai, right? And for those that don't know, I mean, that's like a prophecy of someone who's going to use like the great sword, Lightbringer, to kill off the darkness. That's basically what it is. So I don't know. A lot of people think that's Jon Snow, right? Because remember when he killed the White Walker with a sword?
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that, a lot of people think that's Jon Snow. I'm starting to hear whispers now that it could be Brienne, because she's up north right now, and she does have a Valyrian steel sword. Yeah. And so I'm hearing whispers that it could be her, if Jon Snow is in fact dead. But I don't know, man. A lot of the story does not make sense if Jon Snow dies. That's all I know. If Jon Snow's dead, then a lot of the things, a lot of hardcore fans of not only the show but the books, then we're all wrong about everything. It's basically we don't know shit. It's basically if Jon Snow's dead for good, none of us knew shit then. That's basically what that means.
What does the book say? Does he die and come alive in the book?
In the book, the last book I read, I don't even know if they released the newest one, but he just got basically same thing. He got betrayed for different reasons. It wasn't because, like in the story in the show, right? It was because he was kind of getting involved with issues with the realm. In the book, we don't even know what happens with the Boltons and Sandys yet. We don't even know, right? It's a lot more detailed, a lot more military stuff going on in the book, but we don't know if Jon Snow's dead either in the book. You know, that's the thing. He's left to die, but we don't know if he's dead or not.
Okay. All right. Well, boy. Well, in the book is. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. To be honest with you,
but even if it's the case in the book, they could totally go a different way in the show. So. You know.
Yeah. You're right about that. It could be. But anyway, people have been waiting for this for a long. And the thing is, when I'm watching this season, like this episode, it went by so quick. So quick. I don't know what it was in the past episodes that it seemed like they were longer. It went through like that. It was really good, but like you said, I needed more. I wanted more. I they should extend it like about 2 hours episode or something. I just think like it just went too quick. Like I'm sitting there.
I think it's because you wait a whole year.
Yeah.
In anticipation, and then they still leave you in anticipation. I mean, like okay, I get it. Like the Sansa thing did go by pretty quick, so I did like that, right?
Yeah.
But I just feel like, other than the Sansa thing and the Dragon Queen to a certain extent, Daenerys.
Yeah.
I feel like they left us where they left us when the last show ended. I mean.
Yeah.
Jon Snow's still dead. Yeah. He's still laying down on the table. So what? Like, I mean, so what? It just felt like the past season stuff just went by quicker. That's how it feels.
I think they might have shot that season before. Like, people thought, how come Jon Snow's not there? They might have shot 2 seasons straight and not tell no one on. Because you're right, it seemed like it was just basically continued. And we haven't talked about Arya getting beat up by she's getting her ass whooped, so she's blind now and she's getting whooped by that girl, and that girl looked like she's gonna beat her every day to teach her a lesson. What's your take?
You know what? This is the way I see it. Right. Arya's gonna be a badass. She's gonna learn how to fight blind, basically. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know if she'll get her vision back or not, but she's just. I still believe ultimately she's going to become one hell of an assassin, right? She's going to become so good as an assassin that even the people that trained her won't be able to do anything to stop her. That's how good I think she's going to become. And then I think she's going to go after a lot of people that did harm to the Starks. I really do.
Yeah, I kind of worry about, because she hasn't been there for so long. She might kill off one of the Starks by mistake. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's not a lot of them left.
That's true. But the ones on the left, she might just make a mistake of trying to kill them or trying to save them, and trying to obviously trying to mask herself. They don't know it's her, so she might end up wiping out. She needs to be careful of that one. I'm kind of wary of that with Arya, but she got a beating, man. That girl beat the shit out of her with that stick, man. But she real busted her up, boy. And I was like, oof. I was like, it reminded me of Reek in a way, when Reek was just getting punished. Like in Game of Thrones, they're kind of doing the same trend, but I was so happy to relieve, that Sansa got saved. But to be honest with you, I'm relieved. But if she kept on getting beat down, I'd be like, oh, bloody that again, you know. So I'm happy at that part. Hey, Ramsay,
definitely. I think.
Go ahead.
The difference between the Reek and this is that I think the Reek one was this was just Ramsay is just a sick dude. You know what I mean? He just likes to see people. Yeah. He likes to break their spirit, and he likes to just break them physically, their bones and everything. He just likes to humiliate people. Whereas I think in this case, it's more like tough love that they're giving Ira, you know? Mm-hmm. But it's ultimately for her own good, I think, like in their own way. You know? It might be a little fucked up that they're beating her up while she's blind, but in their own weird way, with these assassins, it's for her own good, you know? In the long run, it's going to be for her own good. You know, I think that's the way I see it.
Yeah, begging for food, man. It's fucking deep, bro. Hey, so Ramsay's fucked, man. Ramsay is messed up, boy. Ramsay's like he deserves it. So his main squeeze has been thrown off the thing, and he's upset.
But you know what though, Bolton, his dad, what's his first name again?
Roose. Is it Roose?
Roose Bolton.
Yeah.
He should already know that his son is a freaking weird freaking psychopath, man. He should already know this.
Yeah.
So like he tells him, right? He tells him, you played your games with Sansa. He's basically telling him like, what the fuck were you doing? Like raping a girl and humiliating her. Of course she's gonna run away. Like you dumbass, you need her for a freaking heir. Like you need this for our lineage. Like what are you doing? You know? Yeah, exactly. But he should have known already. He should know his son.
Yeah, well,
I mean, Roose Bolton's all talk, man. Like if I'm Roose Bolton, mm-hmm. and this is my bastard son, right? I know this is gonna sound like kind of sick to some people, but hey, it's in those times I would be very strict. I would just have told him in the night of the wedding, you use her as a toy, I'm gonna fucking behead your ass, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like you fucked this up, like you're done. You're gonna go. You're gonna be a bastard son again. I'm gonna have you beheaded, and I'll find another heir. Like that's what I would have told him.
You know what, Roose to me, Rooster, like he doesn't even care. He leaving his son I think he's leaving him to grow up to find out for himself, because the thing is, yeah, his son had everything there. He had what's his name again? Fearon on the manners, call him Reek. Yeah, the shit went to his head. The shit went to his head.
Well, the shit went to his head, but this is what I guess with Roose Bolton, the way he sees it is this way, right? Yeah. The North, just in large part, is huge, right? The North is almost half of the entire continent.
Yeah. Half
of the population, you know, that whole continent. The North is still very loyal to the Starks, you know, like they're very loyal to the Starks. So the way Roose Bolton sees it is you were supposed to marry a Sansa Stark, right? Yeah. And reunite the families.
One minute. I got Spencer Fearon. 1 minute. Spencer's calling me. 1 minute. So I just called him 1 second. Let me call him. 1 second. Yo, Spencer.
Yeah, what's up, mate?
Yeah, what's up? Nah, I was just talking about Game of Thrones, bro.
Nah, yeah, I just watched it, brother.
You just watched it, yeah? What'd you think?
Yeah, I just watched it. Yeah, but I think they're trying too hard. Like they're trying to piece too many things, like putting in too much all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like all that little gangster clan. I mean, whether just kill up the whole family, woman kill her brother, kill her nephew, you know what I mean? Gangster.
Okay, you're live by the way, Spencer, man. You're live here with
that's cool.
DStyles. Can you hear Spencer?
Yes.
Yeah, it's me and my friend DStyles, gamer friend, where we've been waiting for it. So, Spencer, because DStyles giving his take, what do you think of this episode? Why would you rate this episode then? Not that good? Or you just want more? Me and DStyles think we want more.
I rate it, but I think I was trying too much to cover too much things right now. I think we should just concentrate on Jon Snow. And even though they touched on Jon Snow, I like how the redhead, the voodoo woman. I mean, it's like she got some Dorian's mirror, man. When she looking, she's just some old woman. Boy, I said, rah.
Yeah, you know? We was just talking about that.
Nah, she got some different voodoo power. You know what I mean?
I would say she's a fraud.
Nah, she ain't a fraud. That's the powers that she's got. She's old, you know. She's Satan.
Yeah, but
you got them Satan power.
Yeah,
when you can make the Baratheon man kill off his daughter.
Yeah,
you gotta know, say you're a devil, right? Yeah. So straight.
That's what I was saying. But I was saying like she when she looks in the mirror, her power leaves her. But she's like she. I was surprised how the Baratheon could even tell he slept with her night in night out. Didn't know that the woman was bloody. The woman was old. Like old.
Nah. But you gotta remember, it's like what it is like when she looks into that mirror, then it must be like somebody showing like what she really is. When she takes off all the regalia and everything else, and she's just that's the true reflection of her.
Okay.
But remember, her powers is so strong that it can blind them people's eyes.
Yeah.
And after you made it, you must have some serious voodoo power. If you can tell a man to go kill his daughter, and the Baratheon just took his daughter, put her on the stake, and burned it, you must understand that you're Satan.
Yeah. So me and DStyles, what was you just saying again? We was just talking about DStyles.
As far as the red woman, or
Yeah. What was we just talking about? Was we talking about Red Woman, or was we talking about something else? We were talking about I think we were talking about Sansa, innit? Was it Sansa?
We were talking about Bolton and his son Ramsay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying that Roose Bolton should have known that his son is a freaking lunatic, right? There's just something wrong mentally with that guy. He loves torturing people, right? He should already know that, right? So the fact that he didn't know that he would do that to Sansa is him acting like, oh, use her as a toy, and now he wants to blame her. He's just as responsible. He had to know. You know, he had to know, and he's just as much to blame as Ramsay is. You know, if not more, because he's really the one that was completely in charge of the whole thing. But I think maybe this is a stretch. I think Roose Bolton is going to ultimately kill his own son. I really think that's going to happen.
You know what? And the thing about it is this: where's his son scared of him? So Bolton knows that his son's scared of him. You know what I mean? And he's someone's power, but he's someone crossing so far. But you don't know when he's going to decide to get brave. You don't know what could happen. But I'd like to see. I don't like his son at all, man.
No.
Everyone in it, all the characters in that show, I really can't stand it.
Joffrey was your favorite, bro.
Joffrey's the man.
Joffrey was the evilest character that they produced. Joffrey was wicked, bro.
Yeah. You know what? And it's just sad, like when you see one of the man gone like Joffrey. You wish they could come back. Because if the White Walkers found his body, there's jam them up.
Hey, listen, if Joffrey come back in there, boy, people's heads will roll. But you know what? I reckon the Bolton was bad, yeah. But I think what's his name? I think the Faith Militant, they have to be up there, bro. They are wicked, bro. The Faith Militant, I can't stand the Faith Militant. Really. I really hope. I can't wait until that big dinosaur, that big Frankenstein lets loose on them. Actually, you know what? We haven't covered the Sand Snakes. So what's your both take on the Sand Snakes killing the king and taking over and that? What's your go ahead, Spencer, you go first then, these.
What the Sand Snakes?
Yeah.
The sisters.
Yeah.
The two sisters with their mom.
They killed the king and they killed his son and that.
But you gotta understand this part here. Your sister, your sister was murdered and raped, and they're thinking, what did you do about it? You did nothing. You're trying to keep the peace and trying to smile and nod, or you should have gone out there and done some wicked moves. That's what they're trying to say. So sometimes when you're trying to be overly diplomatic, the king was trying to be overly diplomatic.
Okay.
And they're saying, right, we got to deal with war, so you got to understand that there are war people. You can see how there was war people because, you know what I mean? Look when he was breaking up, it was the hound.
The hound's brother.
That's my little daughter there, man.
Okay.
Like, the hound. So you gotta understand, like, they had to kill him when you think about it, because they're war people, and they're saying, right, you're not a war person, you're going like a punk, so you gotta go. They've been planning for a hot minute. It's not nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming. Though. What's your take, DStyles?
Well, I understand where they're coming from, because
100%.
The king's sister and Oberyn, the guy that was killed in the fight with the Mountain. Their sister was basically the queen of Westeros, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when the Lannisters, sacked the city, not only did they kill and murder which is bad in itself, they killed and murdered the queen, right? Not only did they do that, they killed and murdered the infant child. Like it's at another level,
Mm-hmm.
like smashed the skull onto the wall, like pretty nasty shit.
Yeah.
And to make matters worse, it's not like they were in bad terms. Dorne was going out of their way to appease the Lannisters just to keep the peace, right? So I could see both sides. One side saying, "Well, yeah, it sucks, but we got to keep the peace." But this is Dorne, man. These are warriors. Like people need to understand. Like if you know the story, right? The backstory.
No, go ahead.
When the Targaryens first came to conquer Westeros, they conquered everybody, including the Starks in the north, and they conquered everyone except Dorne. Right? Yeah. They were not able to conquer Dorne with dragons and shit. Like so these are people that are just built for war. And if you murder and rape not only the queen but also the infant child of the queen, I mean, they're ready to die for that, So I'm not shocked that this happened at all.
Why did Sansa? No, why did the bloody dummy thingy send her daughter down there? Why did they? Oh yeah, because they were being attacked by Baratheon. But sending her down into the, they might as well have all stayed in the blame. I think it was Tyrion advised Cersei to send her to Dorne. But that was the nuts, mate. You know what I mean? They should have straight gone and got her back. Why would you send her something, Crazy. But, hey.
It's not to, I guess it's a way to join the families. It was just, they're being invaded from the north and from the Reach, so they don't want another invasion from the south,
Yeah.
So that's basically what that was.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way they kill off the kings, I thought in the book that guy couldn't walk it. The way they killed him off just that easy like that, I was like, with that big black guy, I thought, boy, at least they'll do something, man. He just got killed easy. But the thing is, when you get stabbed with them, they got poison.
Oh, he got stabbed from behind,
Yeah, but they got poison in them stings there as well. So even if you recover the poison, would you say, Spencer?
Nah, the big black guy, when I saw him just die, I said, there's nothing anyway. They've been killing big black guys in movies for ages.
Yeah, but he just died easy, bro. Not even like swinging. I'll take a couple of them with me. Like this way, just died, like big dudes. That little stab, that little girl jam you in your spine. I was like, oh, come on, man. But anyway, they're out, so they're in control, and I guess them people in Dorne have got their revenge, and I guess they got their revenge then. Because they killed the daughter as well. They killed the son. What did they need to kill the son for? The son didn't hurt nobody, but I guess that's the way they are.
Yeah, but I think that's what he said. Oh, but my son. And this is said, look, you're weak and your son's weak as well. So you know what I mean. So he has to go as well. No weak when they running out.
But they're related, man. This is what I'm saying. They're all family, man. They're all family.
Yeah, gangster.
The thing though, like the way you gotta see it, Spence, is the way you guys got to see this is this, right?
Yeah.
If they don't kill the son, then you're asking for a civil war at that point.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So it's a terrible thing to do, yes, but from their perspective, it's either we get this done now or we're gonna have a civil war in our hands. Like it's just.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, it's been an interesting episode. To be honest with you, it went way too quickly for me, man. And I'm interested. It's because last season they uploaded 3 episodes, and I loved that. Yeah, I know it was like someone uploaded. I wonder if they've done that again for this season. I'm gonna be lurking for it because I can't be sitting around waiting for this one episode next week. I'm gonna be surfing. I'm surfing. Yeah, I'm surfing. Send me the link. You on it as well, yeah, for real. The surfing, bro. Because I need to.
Like sometimes on Sky on Demand, they put it like maybe like a day earlier or something called earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so
I'm trying to understand why was it nighttime the whole time over there by the wall, but everywhere else it was daytime.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's talk about before we go into anything. Yeah. So the Jon Snow situation. So you both agree that the witch is going to wake up Jon Snow before they come out that door? Because I don't think.
Listen, she got to do something because they know, like, the men of the watch.
Yeah.
They're looking to pop off their heads now. So, I mean, my man's saying, like, you either surrender or this. You know, it's like even when you surrender, he's going to kill you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the witch, she's going to do some move, man. And they're showing you the power of the witch, but she's just getting in the bed with her old self. So, you got to understand, like, she's going to do something, man. She has to do something.
You hope she
But
does.
them man's getting pop off.
Well, I think. Well, do you reckon that Alistair Crown was going to kill them? I thought he's going to be. He said he's not going to kill them. I believe him. I'm naive. I reckon if I was in this thing, I reckon I would have died a long time ago.
Yeah. Alistair's dark like that.
He's going to kill them off, yeah?
Of course he is.
I don't know. There's some people who are like that. The Anna, he released. So what do you reckon is going to happen with the Harpy? They're looking for the Tyrion and Varys. They're looking to find the head of the Harpies, the one who does all the bloody organization for the Harpies. I hope they find them because them Harpies are becoming a right nuisance, mate.
Yeah, for real. But before anything, man, we just got to touch on Khaleesi. She's dark.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What you talking about? Khaleesi, who's that? Who?
The dragon girl.
Oh, you saw what's her name again? Daenerys?
Daenerys. Yeah.
Daenerys.
Yeah.
She's dark out, man. Trust me.
She was about to. We was talking about it. She was about to get raped out there.
Of course, she just pop off on my bars. You just don't know who I am. Yeah, man have to humble himself, right? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna show you out tonight. No, you know you're not. You know who I am. You know my husband.
Yeah, dog.
I don't know.
I mean, it's like.
Where's the dragon? Anyway?
Yeah, the dragon. I thought the dragons. Who was the one who burnt the bay? Was it the dragons who burnt in Meereen, or was it the Harpies who burned all the boats? I thought it was one of the dragons.
Nah, it's the Harpies.
I think it's a Harpies.
Okay, all right. I think the dragon's probably still asleep. He'll come to find her because you know the dragon can smell her, innit? He can smell her. The dragon's never too far away from her, innit?
I think the dragons don't burn some unless they're hungry or feel threatened. So I don't know if they'll just randomly just go burn the city, you know. But you know, I don't know. I think I don't know who's directing this stuff. I pay attention to little details, but why are Tyrion and what's the other guy's name? Varys?
Yeah.
Why don't they have security? Like, why are they just roaming around the city, like just chilling, like nothing? Like, I just don't. That's kind of weird to me. But
I think they were after Daenerys. I don't think they were after Tyrion and anything. I don't think they see them as a threat. Remember, they're fairly new to the city.
Well, true. Like, I don't know if they know Daenerys is missing, but the Harpies, man, they'll trap you somewhere and kill you. So I found that kind of strange, to be honest. But
well, I tell you what we can talk about. We can talk about the trailer, the clips where you see Tyrion facing the dragons, and also you see the war with the Boltons and what do you call them? The Boltons and the Wildlings. That looked interesting, you know. And also you see the bloody guard. He confronts the Faith militant. I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward to them encounters. I really like more than Jon Snow. I want to see the Faith militant get their I can't stand them. I really that high spirit needs to get dealt with, man.
I don't mind the Faith militant, to be honest. Like,
really?
They don't bother me. I'm like, boy.
You know what it is? They treat everyone equally, so they don't care if you're some like queen or if you're some peasant in the street.
Yeah, but their
punishment is the same regardless.
But they're weak, man. They're weak. They can't have these guys in robes with bloody clubs walking around getting like they're bad, man. When there's bloody guys with swords who will carve them up. Like, what are they on that? You know what I'm saying? That's what's making me laugh. Like, how these guys? You're a king, and they're telling the king, you can't come here and you can't go there. Jaime, I can't wait until Jaime sets on them. You know what I mean? Let them know who's king. The dad did the same.
About it.
The dad, what's his name again?
These are guys that they're following their religion by the book. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're doing. Like, they're not just preaching. Like, they're acting on their religion. You know, the religion that Westeros says they follow. Kind of like the U.S., right? Like, it's there's people that say they're religious, but they don't actually, you know, follow, you know, the stuff that the Bible says you're supposed to follow. You know, it's kind of like that. Like these guys, literally, they're like religious fundamentalists. You know, they believe it to the core. They believe what is on their scripture and they follow it, and that's it. Like I think, and that makes them dangerous. You know, because they have nothing to lose. They can't be bought out. They can't sell out. You know, they won't betray one another.
We'll see. We'll see. So, when that giant grabs one of them, we'll see. We'll see. That's what when he puts his hand around.
That's the only way, though. Forcing them out like by force is not the only way.
The dad, they came when the dad was there. What's his dad's name? What's Jamie's dad, Lannister's name? The scary one, the one that got killed in the toilet. He was vicious. The one who, you know what I'm talking about. The one who got killed in the toilet. The dad, Jamie Lannister's dad. Yeah, he dealt with them when they came in the city first. He was the one who dealt with them first, and he when they saw him coming, they did. When the moment he left, then they start doing their way. So Jamie come like his dad and need to ban them out. You watch, man. You watch. I'll be surprised. You watch. They'll start changing their ways. Yeah, when people start putting fire to their feet.
The thing is, though, is that they have prisoners. Though it's not like you can just walk in and just kill them all. I mean, they got prisoners. So they got the queen.
The reach. Well, they got that. They got the queen in there, and the queen, she doesn't deserve to be in there either. You know what I mean? Like the stuff they're putting people in jail for is some bullshit. They need to get out.
What's the queen been in jail for anyway? I saw her.
Yeah, she was in jail. They put her in jail because she lied about her brother. Her brother having sex with a boy. Yeah. So they got her in there. They got her locked up.
Yeah.
What do they say? Just admit the sin of it.
It was basically like she was accused basically of like their version of lying under oath. That's basically what it is.
They're freaking crazy, bro. They're freaking crazy. That's what I'm saying. Stuff like that, religious groups like that, bro, they need to get banned out, bro. I can't wait until that giant dude freaking goes up there and bans them out. Dude. Yeah, I can't wait. It's too long. Like, you know the thing about Game of Thrones, yeah? Even when you're watching Daenerys, she came in the dragon, she with Marines. Look how long this is. She should have took the damn army and go land up on Westeros long time ago. She's there procrastinating, and it's like, oh my god. So she's like, oh, forget this. It's just instead of them, they're just going off from one tangent to the other, man. Hello?
Yeah, man. Anyway, man, I'm bouncing. I'm gonna go couple up my wife.
Who's this?
Peace, yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, yeah, peace. Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah. I'm on the hangout. I'll call you back in at that. I've got your phone. I'll call you back on Skype, on Facebook in a bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. That was Spencer Fearon from DStyleBoxing from Sky Sports. Check out his podcast. Yeah, some good stuff. Yeah. So me and DStyles, we're gonna wrap up DStyles. So on the trailer, I was saying about the trailer. So any promising things from the trailer that you like that you can't wait to see or anything?
You know, I'm looking forward to some stuff, man. I'm looking forward to the Boltons fighting the. You think they were fighting the wildlings? Is that what this? I don't remember seeing that, but is that what was on the trailer?
Yeah, the Boltons and the wildlings.
I could imagine that. What's his name? That sleazy dude that got Jon Snow killed. Yeah. So Alistair thing in it. I could imagine that he sent like a raven over to the Boltons about the wildlings.
Oh.
Right. I could imagine that's probably why, but the Boltons are going to be surprised, man. Like, these dudes have a giant with them, like, you know, like, and they know how to fight, dude. Like, that's all they do. All they do is fight for a living, for survival.
Yeah, but the
cold, they ain't gonna know the cold's not gonna affect them. They've been in the cold their whole life, so it's not like Stannis' army.
They ain't got no weapons, man. They ain't got no weapons, man. They ain't got no weapons or nothing, bro. They ain't got no shields.
I don't know if they do or don't. They don't have weapons.
No, man. When you saw that thing, they had the Boltons have got shields. They've got things. You know, this is what their proper warrior. They've got stuff. The wildlings, they don't roll with that. They just roll in their fur sheep. Because, like you said, they fight in the cold. They got bow and arrows. They're not armed like that. You know what I mean? And I remember half their force have been decimated from the bloody the snow pieces. What they call them? Them bloody snow things took out. Yeah. So
they'll figure it. They'll get weapons. They'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have weapons, but they know how to survive in that terrain. That's the thing. They don't have to like line up and fight them like army to army. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they know how to survive in that terrain, man. So the Boltons are going to be very, very surprised, I think, on what's going to happen. And I honestly believe Jon Snow's going to come back to life. I don't know what's going to happen. Like by the looks of it, man, like this is going to be a soap opera season. Like it's John Table's going to be laying that table for like. Jon Snow, that is going to be laying that table for 5 episodes or something. You know? So I think he's going to come back to life, though.
Oh man, if that's the case, I'm not even going to. I'm not even in it. I'm interested in to see.
You know how Einstein knows coming back to life?
Go ahead. How come?
Like, and maybe it's the directors that fucked up here, but in the wall, when you die, it's always the same. Right? Burn the body before sundown. That's it. You know what I mean? Like that. There's no and buts about it. You burn the body. Why? Because it turned into the fucking like Walking Dead, man. Like you gotta burn those bodies. Like they haven't burned Jon Snow's body yet, which means they're saving it for something. Like something's gonna happen, man. Something's gonna happen with Jon Snow's body.
Well, we're gonna have to find out about that one, man. Because I tell you what, man. People looking at this episode, I don't know how people are rating this episode and that stuff like that, but it's I tell you what, it's a good way to start off. I can tell you that it's a good way to start off. It's not if for a first episode, it ain't bad. Like you said, I want more, but it's not a bad way episode. I'll be honest with you, I'm looking for anyone listening to this as well. Put in the description box, is there any other where someone's downloaded some episodes like they did last season? Because I think last season was good. You know, because they downloaded like how many episodes did they have? Like 3 or 4. I think it was 3. They downloaded 3 episodes and I watched them. I loved it, man. I loved it, man. You know what I mean? Because like right now, we have to sit and wait another how many hours until the next episode? That is just agonizing. And the thing is,
they have the wall.
Yeah.
Winterfell.
Yeah.
King's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
Dorne. Over there with the Queen, and then with the Dothraki. You know, you have the where Tyrion and Varys are at. What's the name of that city?
Meereen.
Meereen. And then you have Bravos with the blind girl, Ira.
Yeah.
That's 7 storylines is way too many. Way too many for 60 minutes, 50 minutes actually. You know what I mean? They can't. I think the reason the show felt like that is because they like touched base on everything. Like, you know what I mean? They touched base on literally everything, man. So I think, like, I don't know, like I just think that starting next episode, I think they're not going to cover all 7 things at once. So it's going to feel like we're getting more out of it. I think that, it was like the first episode here.
Well, I tell you what, for a first episode, like I said, it was pretty good, but it wasn't enough. I feel like with the adverts over here in the UK, I think it was like probably like 40 minutes maybe. And you know what I mean? They need to do something about bloody making the bloody thing longer. Like at least a 2 hours episode. For the first one, at least 2 hours at least. Give us a dose, man. The Red Woman. Like the thing is, nothing happened. Like nothing really significant happened apart from the king getting killed in Dorne. I mean, Sansa getting rescued by Brienne of Tarth. Yeah, and Arya getting her ass whooped. And then this probably the witch turning old and shit probably scared a lot of people, man. That's got a lot of people talking. I'll tell you, when I saw that, I was like, what? I was like, at that point, I was like, don't end now. Don't end now. What's this? Don't end now. Because the thing is, and the thing is, remember that guy, the one with the no fingers, the one with his fingers cut off. He goes, we've got a witch. The
Onion Knight.
Yeah, the Onion Knight, I was like, okay, we're going to the witch, she's going to do something. Nah, she looks in the mirror and goes to bed.
No, but that's the thing, though. Like, the question is, why did they do that? What's the point of that? I think that's the question.
Yeah.
So they didn't do it just so we could look at an old lady's being naked. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they did it for a reason.
Yeah, well, listen. We next week, me and you go find out. If they don't do it for a reason, I'm gonna freaking cuss, bro. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, like they made us look at an old. Like first of all, they didn't have to show us the naked body of the old lady, just the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand why they had to show the whole body, man.
I think they have to show the body because the thing is, she loves her body. You know, every time she's always flaunting her body, how beautiful she is. So when she does show the old, you show that we can see it all the while. She's been an old woman, and I think it was good to see that, and to see that she's an old woman. And I was thinking, all I was thinking to myself is like, damn, how did thing not know that she was an old woman all the time? But like you say, she's been concealing it. She's been concealing it all the while, man. Like that guy, yeah, the Baratheon guy, Stannis, yeah, Stannis. Yeah. Oh shit, he got taken, bro. He got like Spencer said, made him kill his daughter, man. Killed his daughter, his wife, wiped out the whole family, and made them go on a war. When they made them go on a war, where they could have stayed in their stronghold and just stayed there, survive, and just live off their land. They didn't have to go warring.
You know what though? She saw. I don't know if you remember this, but she showed Stannis a vision, right? Like in the fire.
Yeah.
And she said that in that vision, she saw Bolton banners burning.
But did they burn? They never burned.
No, but here's the thing. Because it wasn't Stannis that was going to do that, though. Yeah, you know what I mean? So someone's going to make the Boltons burn. We just don't know who yet.
Yeah, but that's
I think it's Jon Snow, man. I think it's Jon Snow.
Yeah, that's true. But she led Stannis down the wrong path, and that's why I don't trust her. I don't trust her. She's full of shit. The moment trouble happened, what did she do? She jumped on a horse and she ran. She ain't got shit.
No, but here's the thing. Like, I think this is the misconception, right?
Okay.
I don't think she deceived Stannis. You know, I don't think that she knew all along that he wasn't the one, and just made him believe it. I think she believed he was the one. You know, I think she honestly believed it till the very end.
Stannis is an idiot. I agree with you. Stannis is an idiot. Stannis is an idiot, bro. Like he's got learned people around him, and every minute, like she got magic. No grind, she's got magic here because you saw
Stannis. You want to know when Stannis lost the war?
You know when she killed his brother? Remember, think about it. That woman killed the whole family. She killed his brother, right? The brother thing is fucked up because it's your brother, but at the same time, though, his brother was going to go to war with him. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, but his brother didn't want to go. His brother wanted to be the king, and his brother. No,
I understand that, but here's it: Stannis would have won the whole thing.
Yeah.
If he agreed to partner up with Robert, with Robb Stark.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but he got stubborn and said, "No, the North is mine too. Everything's mine." You know, and all you have to do is say, "Okay, Robb Stark, you're the king of the North, right? And I'm gonna be the king of Westeros." It would have been over at that point.
Yeah, but Robb Stark. Okay, yeah. You're right. Yeah, but the dad already sent a letter down to Stannis saying he's the true king. So that buffed him up already.
No, I understand that, but from a strategic standpoint,
yeah,
the Lannisters were already scared, man. The Lannisters were trapped.
Yeah,
you had the Baratheons come into King's Landing.
Yeah.
Right? And you have the Starks invading from the north. And they're constantly winning battles. Right?
That's true.
Robb Stark offers, he basically tells Stannis, I will fight with you, but the north is the Starks again. And then, but Stannis, he felt like that was betrayal. He felt the entire kingdom was his.
Okay.
You know?
You're right. Well, yeah. Well, Stannis is an idiot. Stannis is an idiot, man. Stannis is an idiot. So his brother, on the other hand, is more diplomatic, and that's why a lot of people
I think if there's one thing is that you have to make sacrifices, moral sacrifices, to win in the show, man. There's no other way around it. Mm-hmm. Because when you're too honorable and you don't make a decision or a sacrifice that maybe is immoral to do, mm-hmm. You know, it's that gets used against you. Robb Stark or Ned Stark, he was being honorable, too damn honorable for his own good.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. If I was in this show, I think I would have dead a long time ago. Because see that situation where Darius is behind the door, and he's saying, "Come out," and everything be alright. I would have came out. I said, "All right, cool." Man, they would have chopped me up, bro. They would have chopped me up. I would have came out, but you're right. They're right not to come out.
You have to make decisions that are, maybe it's a bad thing to do, but overall it's a good thing to do. You know, and Stannis, I mean, Robb Stark, where did he fuck up? He fucked up when he didn't honor, you know, his truce, right, to marry that dude's daughter, right? He didn't marry the daughter. He decided to get married in the middle of war. Like, what the hell was this guy's hurry? Yeah. You know what I mean? In the middle of the war, he got married to some other woman, you know, because he fell in love, and that's who he loved. And I get it, but dude, like, you're in the middle of war, you know?
You reckon he should have married that? He should have married Walter Frey's daughter, innit?
Well, if he was going to betray Walter Frey, why not wait till after the war? I mean, why during the war?
Yeah,
it was just a dumb strategical mistake. Lady Stark messed up too when she let go of Jaime Lannister.
I think
when they had Jaime Lannister prisoner, they were dominating the war. You know, it wasn't until they let him go that everything just went down under. You know, so
that was
in this show, you have to be. It's a balance, man. You can't be too weak, but you can't be too cruel either. If you're too cruel, you die as well. Like, Ramsay's going to see his end. He's too cruel, right?
Yeah.
Joffrey, he died. Why? He was too cruel, you know? If you're too nice or too cruel, you die. There's like a perfect balance to a good king. You know, you have to be smart and do good things when you can, but if you can't afford to do it, don't do it. You know, that's the way it is.
Well, Varys and the Five Fingers, the guy Fingers, what's his name again? The one who does the fingers. Well, he's never gonna die, but them guys are always in the back.
Yeah, Littlefinger.
Yeah, Littlefingers. Yeah, you seen him? I don't know where he is at. He's never gonna die then.
The Littlefinger, man, he has been the puppet master in a lot of the stuff. People just don't realize it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like, he's made some moves that caused all this stuff. Littlefinger's the one who killed, I forgot the name of the guy, but he was the Hand of the King at the very beginning of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Oh, really?
And
it was a little kid who killed Baratheon early. It was him. It was Littlefinger.
So, no. I'm talking about the Hand of the King when the show first starts.
Yeah. I know.
So Robert Baratheon, he goes to ask Ned Stark to be his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was Littlefinger who killed that guy.
Well, Littlefinger convinced the wife of the guy to poison him. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he's the one that started all these chains of events.
John Arryn. You're talking about John Arryn, isn't it?
There you go, John Arryn. Littlefinger started all these series of events, and he's been the one responsible for most of the stuff. You know, and the only one that saw through it was Varys. He saw right through it. You know, he saw right through it. But they're probably the two smartest guys. And speaking of, I'll finish with this. You know who was a really good ruler? Because you know how I talk about having a balance.
Tyrion.
Tyrion was a very good Hand of the King.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was. It was like no nonsense. He played the game, but he wasn't cruel either. You know. So.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to finish, man. DStyles, anything else you want to say to the people watching about next week or anything?
I will say this: the Red Witch, the Red Woman, is going to be very important. I think, and keep an eye for the Stark kids, man, up north, man.
The Stark kids,
the handicap one. What's his name? The kid that can't walk.
Man, what's his name? They've got so many of their names, man. I know. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I gotta think of it when we get off the show, but yeah, the one with the three-eyed raven. He's gonna play a violin.
That whole thing is just played out, man. There's nothing. They're so out of the picture. Like, I can't even. They're just way out.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. And the White Walkers, look, man. The White Walkers, man. They still around. The White Walkers are still terrorizing everything.
You know what though? Like the White Walkers, like weren't they walking to the wall like just like four seasons ago? Like they were like at the brink of the wall, and then all of a sudden they're not. So they've been walking to the wall forever now. I just like, when are they gonna invade the wall? That's what I want to know. You know,
I'm saying this the way the show works here, because you got so many things going on. It's just mad. But I really care about what's happening in King's Landing. That's all I care. The kind of King's Landing with the bloody meats.
King's Landing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm not sure what it is, but something's going to happen at King's Landing, and it's going to be burned. It's going to be burned down.
Oh.
The way I know that, this is how I know that. Daenerys, remember when she was in that House of the Undying?
Yeah.
And she saw visions of the future?
Yeah.
And she was in the Red Keep, and the whole place was burned down.
Yeah.
You know, and it was winter already there. So it's going to get burned down, man. King's Landing is not going to survive this whole thing, man. It's not.
All right. Did you watch another thing before you go? The animation. I really enjoy the animation. You know, the pre things shown in the background. I really enjoy them animation ones, the series before the actual season. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Them ones there, like they showed this one. They showed the one with the Dance of the Dragons, and how they done the dragon families. They killed each other. Black Dragon. How they killed each other. That was just, that there was the something, boy. How the dragons, how they ended up bloody just killing off each other when they had all that power, all because they had bastards. They were powerful. They had loads of dragons, and they ended up fucking up each other. That was crazy. Oh, good.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Okay. All right.
I would like to see, man. Like I don't know. I want to see more Tyrion, man. That's it. Way too little Tyrion. You know.
Yeah.
He's my favorite characters. I want to see more Tyrion. Episode 2.
I need more. I'm gonna go surf other people are saying. But thanks for coming over, DStyles. Hey, same time next week, fans. Game of Thrones with DStyles, EJ Boxing Live, and Spencer Fearon, and some of the other guests. All right, I'm gonna play out some music and then peace.
Peace. Ladies, man.
Yeah.